So Anisa has apologized and kneeled to everyone. She finally is done melting down. Every time she's gone live, she's just sat there and yapped and yapped and yapped and yapped about the commentary community, just nonstop talking and lashing out and flipping the camera off and going crazy. And you guys know the drill by now. But she put out tweets today talking about how she's really just actually a total icon for everything that she's been doing. Her meltdowns were actually just art. They were beautiful performance art because people talk about it. Therefore, she's an iconic performance artist. I'm not kidding. That's actually what she thinks that she is. Like, I'm genuinely not even trolling you guys. Let's just jump into it immediately. She put out a tweet where she says, Yoko Ono is a smart and talented woman who overcame the aftermath of World War II in Japan and went on to create iconic performance art pre-John Lennon. She was hated for not fitting into the expected norm for a famous man's wife. It's not an insult to compare me to her. And she continues, it's actually my favorite insult that I receive. It only makes me sad because it's unfair to her. She's an extremely brave and strong woman who is reduced to her relationship. I will always give her flowers, which is, wow, an amazing post. So she's fully accepted the Yoko Ono narrative. She now is saying, I am the Yoko Ono of YouTube. I am an artist. I am iconic. It's me, guys. It's amazing. And she doubles down on this when someone in the replies immediately says, I don't know if screaming into a microphone is iconic. And she responds, it is because you're referencing it. So now just doing anything on the internet where someone might reference it, that makes you actually an icon and that makes you a performance artist. And this is actually a good thing now. So I guess someone like DSP, touching himself on stream, that was actually iconic, and he's actually a performance artist for doing that. When DSP said, oh, the camera's on, the stream's on, that was actually him really just showing his true, beautiful, artistic form. And every time someone references it, they're actually just bringing up his most iconic, awesome moments because he's a brave, strong warrior who just knows how to break the meta of streaming and content. Honestly, she's right. She's right. She is an icon in that way. When she melts down on stream, it's exactly the same. This has to just be like declaring yourself as a lolcow. This has to be what it is. Because she's basically saying no matter what I do, if it's negative, if it's positive, it doesn't matter because people talk about me. So when you're someone like DSP, when you're someone like, Cyrax, when you're someone like any other of these lolcows, Boogie2988, all of it just makes you an icon. None of it's a negative thing. None of it's something that you could reflect on or do better. It all is just awesome performance art that just gets attention to you, which is the only thing that she really, truly craves, which is negative attention from people on the internet, including from people like me. And in case you're this far into the video and you just genuinely don't know who Yoko Ono is, there's a clip of her that this person posted in the replies, captioned, Yoko Ono wouldn't stop screaming during the performance, so they shut off her mic. Here's the clip.
He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, posted beneath the tree by the railroad.
And you can see the mic is cut off because now they're trying to perform and she's unable to scream after her just senseless screaming that she did into the microphone for some reason. And Anisa's response is, that was probably one of the most iconic performance art pieces, hence why you're linking it. And someone says, ruining a great performance by two of the best performers of all time isn't art, it's selfish. And she says, it's art because you're feeling something. It makes you think and express things. Art can be selfish. So it's confirmed, just when you watch DSP masturbate on stream, it makes you feel something, it makes you laugh about it. So therefore, that is actually art. And when you watch Anisa do something ridiculous and humiliate herself on stream, she's actually also an artist. Wow. This is incredible. This is just, this is mind-breaking revelations that we've reached here now with Anisa Johma. This is, you know what? I'm proud of you, Anisa. Thank you for coming out as a lolcow. It also just goes to show that this is how Anisa thinks of herself. Like, you have something cool, you have something like beautiful, you have an awesome performance with icons, people who are actual icons, performing something beautiful. And then you have Yoko Ono who just comes in and ruins it to get attention to herself. That's literally all that she did here. And she thinks that is awesome and beautiful. And that actually makes Yoko a really cool and awesome person. And not the two people who are actually icons performing an iconic music piece, which is cool and catchy. So yeah, just an incredible response from her. And then someone tries to give her genuine criticism in the replies, like a fan of hers gives her genuine criticism and she just instantly melts down and yells and screams at them. This DeGrumpo guy says, I think you and IDub should just focus on what you're good at when it comes to content creation and try to naturally create a new audience rather than keep on replying to hate comments. You guys are only becoming punching bags by keeping giving them attention. And Anisa replies with her stupid little emojis, "Oh no, people will keep saying the same 3 copy-paste comments to me. What will I ever do?" And this guy says, "What? I'm just saying, what do you realistically expect the outcome to be when replying to hate comments? That's only going to make the situation worse." YouTubers like H3, who shared some of the same audience as iDubbbz, were able to stay as popular by naturally creating new fans. And Anisa says, H3 is not a good example for not responding to stupid people saying stupid things I fear. And this guy again says, H3 does not give them as much attention as you two do, though. You have a show called She Ruined My Career. Don't beat yourselves down 24/7. You can make jokes about the hate, sure, but don't give it that much priority on your lives. I'm not even trying to be mean or anything, which is exactly true. I mean, if you sit there and just constantly every single day respond to hate comments in the way that she is doing, where you spend hours talking about it on stream, you go on Twitter and you talk about it, you reply to people, and every single aspect of your life, you're just always replying to hate comments. It just becomes what you are known for, is that you're someone who engages with bullshit. And so people who like to get attention by being assholes can show up and keep doing that to you because you just give them the attention that they want. This should be common sense. You would think that this is common sense, but Anisa obviously hasn't really grasped that or thought of that, because she continues to just talk to every single person and talk about every single person that could ever possibly give her any bit of criticism. And speaking of addressing, she even addressed probably likely directly my exact video, because I made a video on her meltdown and her saying that everything was actually just a super incredibly smart bait for everybody. And I went on my video and I was just exaggerating like, oh wow, I fell for the bait. Damn, Anisa got me. Holy shit. Well, she addressed it on stream here. I don't know if any other faceless commentators did that, but she did talk about it here in her last stream. So let's watch this clip.
And I saw one that was like, because after I was talking about how it's like funny, the different reactions and that people like bit for the clip, because I mean, that's the point, right? The point is to like have clips that people react to and share. And he was like mad, but like trying to act like he wasn't mad about it. He was like, okay, yeah, I took the bait. As if you aren't the most embarrassing person on the internet. He said camless to his fucking weird followers. And that I found very interesting. It was a very interesting response that I enjoyed. I thought it was funny. It's good. It's good that people are taking whatever they want out of the clips. That's the point. And it's interesting that people can, from different experiences and different goals online, can arrive at different places. But that's the point of streaming. I used to do it all the time when I was a character. Camless Halo or CS gameplay while whining. Yeah, or like that knife surfing shit that Leafy used to do.
Oh no, not the knife surfing shit. Oh, she called my ass out. So yeah, she's talking directly about my video here. And it's so funny, again, the way that she talks about how like the internet acts. Like she talks like she's speaking in like a therapy session. She's like, it's so interesting to see all the different conclusions people come to, and this is a good thing, and this is awesome. It's like, it's so weird how she's playing like this double entendre like fucking personality, where she's like, this is awesome and cool, and also this offends me and you're weird and this is like fucking strange of you to do. Like she's playing like both sides in a weird way, where she just won't admit that it pisses her off because she's not as fired up as she was in her initial stream with the no makeup, fucked up bangs look that she had at first. And so I replied to this saying, Anisa owns and BTFOs me twice in a row. First by tricking the whole community into covering her meltdown, then now calling me out for being faceless and saying I'm secretly really mad. I'm dead. So she called me out. She owned me. She said I'm really secretly actually just super pissed off. And this is so funny. I've noticed this a lot about myself and the way that people interact with me. Everyone seems to always think that I'm actually secretly just super pissed off whenever I interact with people or whenever I like roast them. This is like a common thing I've come across like the entire time I've ever been on the internet. People are like, you actually, you really do sound actually mad. You must be pissed. It's just like this weird phenomenon that I'm too monotone, I guess, and I have like a weird like way of speaking that people think that I'm actually just genuinely pissed at them, like secretly, and I'm seething behind my monotone ass voice. I don't get it, but it's just funny to see, especially, you know, someone like Anisa verifying that claim that I've heard multiple, just dozens of times about the way that I speak. I'll say this, I'm not mad at Anisa. She doesn't make me mad. I just think she's funny to talk about, and her melting down is objectively entertaining. That's the depth of my analysis here. So there you go, Anisa. I hope that doesn't disappoint you, but I'm not really secretly mad. Sorry about that. But lastly, Anisa put out another tweet where she apologizes and bends the knee to everyone. She says, I'd like to apologize to the people who follow me on here for my tweets over the past few days. I don't want my content to center around responding to things that shouldn't take up anyone's brain space. Especially in the world we're in today, it just isn't good for anyone. So it's a really strange thing to say this, especially after you tried to pretend like everything you were saying was actually just bait in order to get people to watch your shows, get people to watch your podcast, get your shit to grow, and also to get a reaction out of them. This is what you were openly saying you want to do on your podcast literally like 2 days ago. You were talking about how like Pokimane does it and therefore it's awesome because Pokimane talks about it. Whenever she gets a viral clip trending, like that means that she's doing well. Like you were just talking about this the other day, but now all of a sudden you are like, wait, actually my entire content is centering around it. I'm pretty sure I said this exactly in my last video, is that you have it happen every single stream. Pokimane has it happen like once in a blue moon. That's why she's successful. And that's why what you're doing is just giving your trolls attention. So I don't know. Anisa bent the knee. She apologized. I think she's finished talking about us. We'll see if she can keep her yapper shut. Maybe Idub's leash is going to have to come out. His pimp leash is going to have to keep it on her neck real tight to make sure she doesn't fuck around like she's been doing. I don't know. I don't believe that Idub's really keeps on her leash. That sounds like a whole lot of horse shit. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that's all I really got to say about this. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.